this one, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make, like, you know, not a rally, not a wretched back bar build. I'm probably not going to post any more builds like that at all, unless they're absolutely crazy. For this one, I wanted to make like a wacky build, you know, for people to try until the patch hits. You know, you got a week or whatever to give it a run. This is really good. I've got it set up sort of like a werewolf with no monster. That's not a werewolf. I've just got it set up that way. You'll see why in a minute. I'm just going to go over the build and then I'll explain my thought process for it afterwards, you know, so people are sitting here for ages if they don't want to. The reason why I put meta counter on this is because what do people do right now? The meta is just drop your health to 25% or less, put on a shield and try and vamp slap someone in 2 hits and kill them or 1 hit. So I did some good digging through and I came across this. When this set first came out, I was playing in a ball group, I think, at the time, on the weekends. And I remember saying to the people I was playing with, this looks really interesting. A line of recovery, a line of weapon and spell damage, a line of pen. Healing yourself for an ally makes the recipient blood hungry for 3 seconds. When you deal direct damage to an enemy, the enemy becomes bloodied for 3 seconds. Bloodied enemies take 4% more damage from and deal 4% less damage to blood hungry targets. That is so good. I mean, 4% damage reduction and increase. You can't go wrong. I've got this on the front bar, and the reason why I've got my heal on the front bar is to proc this. That actually worked out really well, the heal being on the front bar, like surprisingly better than what I thought it would. But the other reason why is because the set I'm pairing with this for the meta counter is Kvatch Gladiator. 2 lines of crit chance, a line of weapon and spell damage, and you gain 1400 weapon and spell damage against targets who are at or below 25% health. That is literally perfect to counter the Vamp Slappers. But on top of this, it works anyway, just against normal players. It's not just good against that. This is just these 2 sets together are good. I mean, these are really good, really strong. I was worried about survivability, but you know, the Arcanist survivability is so good. The recoveries are so good. It's just really, I don't know. It's just nice to play it. You're not by no means a tank. You will die. You know, but if you're quick with it, you can stay alive. Good, really good fun. So, heavy helm reinforced, light shoulder in pen, medium braces in pen, heavy legs in pen, heavy medium boots in pen, medium belt, Sluthrug's, divines, that should be in pen. I think I just got sick of transmuting by that point. The guard weapon reinforced, Sluthrug's hunger amulet and ring, Death Dealer's Fate ring infused, all increase weapon and spell damage. Usually I run 1 bloodthirsty. I didn't here for some reason. Maybe I should, because that would pair nicely with this. Sluthrug's maces, 1 Nern, decrease health, 1 sharp, befouled. Baitshran, Ice Staff, Backbar, Defendant, Berserker Glyph, just for that bit of extra pressure. You know, when I first started, I had potentates on my back bar. I just felt like I didn't have a lot of damage, but I was running Oak Father Sluthrug at that point. I'll explain all that in a minute though, why I changed it and that. And attributes: 0 mag, 8 in health, 56 in stam. I put that 8 here just to put us up a little bit higher, because without Death Dealer, you know, you need to survive long enough for your Death Dealer to proc. But with Death Dealer, it's just fine. I've got the Warrior. I am a Dark Elf. Smoke Bear. Vamp Stage 3. Champion points. Master at Arms. Biting Aura. Endure and Resolve. And Ironclad. Our Room Ward sort of negates most stuff, so I just went with these 2. And of course, AoE damage, Arcanist, you know. Same old story on the red CP, Bastion, Relentlessness, Fortified, Pain's Refuge. Really nice. Really, really strong. This build feels really strong. The skills. We are getting minor brittle, minor vulnerability, which increases the enemy's damage taken by 5% we hit it with, and their critical damage taken by 10%. They call it paralyzed. Most people are going to call it stun, but this cannot be dodged. I hate fighting people that use this. Horrible. Flail. Another 5% increase to damage because we're drenching them in ink, and that gives us 5% increased damage to them, which is classed. The buff that comes up on my screen when I use this is minor berserk. You also get a little heal from this, and you immobilize people, and you generate a crux. And of course, on Arcanist, this is how you wear people down because you're constantly immobilizing them and stunning them, paralyzing them, whatever you want to say. So yeah, but with these two, you get 5%. They get a 5% increased damage taken, and you get 5% from this, so that's 10%. Then you get 4% from Sluthrug's, so you're looking at 14% increased damage. And I didn't need a calculator or an add-on to know that. I just used my brain. Camo Hunter, Camo Hunter, Savagery and Prophecy. And you get the Fighters Guild passives, of course. Juicy heals. This is huge, this heal. This does scale off your max resource, so you can just do dirty health if you want, or just huge stam. It's up to you. I just went for your normal build, as always. You get a 4k heal 3 times and an additional 5k health over 6 seconds, and you generate a crux, and for each crux you have active, it reduces the cost of this ability by 3%. I like this version of Fate Cover, and the reason why is because you don't only get a shield, you get immunity to being bashed and taking you off it. This is why I used it on my bomber as well when I've only played bomber with this character before. Yeah, I just think that's worth more. That's just my opinion. You can have your own. You can also consume cruxes with this and get up to 33% damage done, and you can decrease the cost of it by 16% per crux spent. When you consume the cruxes around you, you can increase the damage and reduce the cost. Dawny, say no more. We know the Dawny is the way. Elisus with Vatron, it's just extra pressure. Plus we get major breach, sorry. Crux Weaver, we get minor breach, we get major resolve, and we generate cruxes as well. That's when people damage us. Yeah, when they damage us, they get minor breach. Recuperative with this, it's like a bit of extra sustain. You get a little 4k mag damage, and you get on both bars major sorcery and brutality, and you generate a crux with this too. Rune Ward, big fat shield, and we're not running ridiculous health, but you can if you want to. I'm not doing that. You get 2 shields, don't you? Absorbs 20k damage for 1 second, and then 4,500 damage every 5 seconds. If the first shield persists, both shields scale off your max health. Again, we're not doing ridiculous, so we just get a nice normal shield from that. When you're playing characters without a shield, then you come and play a character like this. You just feel ridiculous, ridiculously tanky. And I'm not, me, I'm not running, clown health. I'm running like 30 odd K health. So yeah, it just feels like you're cheating a bit. The first time you take damage with this active, the shield will retaliate and return 3,000 odd magic damage to the attacker. You can consume a crux also and heal for 2k health per crux spent with this. With this one, you get crowd control immunity. You also get minor resolve, so you don't need vigor, vigor, whatever you want to say, and you get minor protection, which I was so happy about because I haven't got the Sigic on this, and no way I was going doing that just to have a go on it. So you get it from this, and you can also consume that minor protection when your health drops below 50%, and you get another heal for consuming that minor protection from this. Really nice, really nice. This is. This, we didn't need Temporal Guard because we'll get major protection here. So with this, I just put it on for this passive. You just get more recoveries on your back bar, which are usually on when you're in trouble. So yeah, why not? I just thought, why not slot that and get more recoveries? Do you know what I mean? I don't use this, so I have no intention to use it. I use this. Now, Now that we've covered that with some nice buffs there, you know, 14% increase, we got brittle, vulnerability, berserk, sorcery, prophecy, brutality, savagery, um, minor, major, resolve, protection, everything you need. Do you know what I mean? Breach, minor and major breach, everything you want from a character is there. Um, Now, when I first did this, now that that's out of the way, people have seen the build, I'll do my talky bit. If you want to continue to listen, if not, I'll put a timestamp. You can just skip straight to the gameplay. The thought process behind this was I had 5 Sluthrug's. I had an Oak Father's belt, jewelry, and front bar weapons, and I had the God weapon. I had 5 medium. I thought I was going to die immediately, but I didn't. Because on that version of the build, I had Potentate's back bar, and I had this. This was a hell of a coincidence because I played this for 2 days, um, and on the second day in the evening, I clicked on YouTube and someone's build come up. I can't even remember who it was. I just randomly clicked on it to see what they were rocking, and they were using this exact same skill. Like great minds must think alike because you know I can show you the timestamps. I'm not, you know, I'm not lying or whatever. I can show you the timestamps. You can't change those. From the gameplay of me and Rex playing. I had this on, the exact same thing. Reduces damage taken by 8%, minor force, and you get an 11k heal. Really strong this was. Paired with, even though I had 5 medium on because I had Oak Father's front bar and 5 Sluthrug's. Even with that, I was worried about surviving, but Arcanist is good at that anyway. But with 4% from Sluthrug's and 8% from this, 12% and potentates on the back bar. I was tower running, you know, just being an idiot, trying to test the build. But I felt like I had to wear people down to kill them, which you can do, obviously, constantly immobilizing people and paralyze or stunning them. And beaming them with this, they're going to block, you know what I mean? So you're caning their stam off. I felt I had to wear people down to kill them, and I didn't like that. So that's why I took this off, put on Major Breach. More pressure from the Vate Shrine, and a couple heavy. I wanted a couple heavy pieces as well because I felt like um, I would die if I took that off. You know what I mean? So that's why I did that. I just wanted to put that in there. That's why I changed it. Just wanted to let people know that's why that was changed, and that's how I ended up with this build. And it ended up being really good, and that's why you should mess around. You should try and make your own builds because you know um, you get some really fun builds out of it. I had a good time making this, even though I had to go through that horrible RNG with this. That was the last piece I got from the dungeon. Um, yeah, I had a good time all around doing it pretty much. I'll show you some clips with me and Rex running around. I'll show you some clips of playing both builds solo. My headset's going to run out, so I had to plug it in. But both builds perform. You can play it either or, which way you want. You can use any mythic, probably probably better with Death Dealer, so in my opinion. Okay, for a rotation, really you'd want to go in, tether them, get your 3 stacks, hit them with this, then beam them or Dorny them. That should kill most people. This is really strong. Back bar, we're looking at 30,500 spell resistance, just under 2k crit resist, and just under 30k physical resist. 1700 mag recovery, 2k stand recovery, 31,500 health, 26, just under 27,000 stamina, and 20,200 magicka with max death dealer stacks. With a pot, 2100 mag recovery, 2500 stand recovery, front bar 1500 and 1800. Really nice. It goes up to like, I think in the video I've got like 7k with no scroll. We only had 1 blue scroll in Cyrodiil. It goes 6.2 in here. I did go up to 6.5, but I don't know what I did. There you go, 6,575. Not too bad. You know, obviously there's no buffs in here. That's without continuous and scroll buffs. And obviously you get more recoveries from continuous as well. Really strong. Really strong. Defo worth a look. Enjoy the clips.
Gue snap like whoa. Lil' homie build a snap like whoa. Lil' homie build a snap like whoa. Whoa, roll up 20 deep, lil' homie build a snap like whoa. Homie build a snap like whoa. Homie build a snap like whoa. Snap like whoa. Snap like whoa. Shit. Homie build a snap like whoa. Snap like whoa, whoa.
Call it not up on the map. One me lose the fight, or them a go dead. Hang the power you got. See them in my gun, they get it down. And we run the plan. Me a go on your kingdom. Yeah, give it to them. Them pennies when they run away like dogs. Give it to them. You get the shame on you. Give me the tiger, me run down me head.
We shall not retreat till we get the glory. Never back down, they gon' hear the story. Oh, down like dominoes. Eternally the dominoes. The armor soaking blood, yeah, it's time to go. They go, we go. We bust down every door till we get that victory from enemies. The energy, they better be, can't finish me. And let's show that we stronger. If we die, then we die with honor. So let's
give it to them.